Hello everyone, this is Jayalakshmi. I've qualified CA Inter and CS Professional. In this video, we are going to discuss about who can initiate the Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process, right? I'll give you a quick brief about what is Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process or CIRP, okay? Before going into what is exactly said in the law, we'll first understand what the name tries to convey, right? Corporate insolvency, which means a company has become an insolvent. What is insolvency? Bank has declared that the company is no more in a position to repay its debts, right? Basically, the company has become insolvent. Now, company is so basically somebody should revive the company from its state of insolvency, right, and bring it back to the normal, right? So the process that is involved to revive the company or to resolve the company from its insolvency is called as the Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process, right? Now, just think of it. When the company is no more in a position to repay its debts, basically company is responsible for, so company would have got loan from its creditor, from various creditors. Company is in a position to pay salary to its employees, right? Company has to pay the dues to the government properly. Now when the company has become insolvent, it is not able to do anything, right? Now, don't you think the creditors can file a case against the company that, I've given money to the company, now company is not repaying it to me, what can I do? I want my money back. So creditors can file a case against the company. Basically, we are still not into the section actually, but as the name suggests, can you understand this part? Yes. Now we will actually look at what IBC says, okay? The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. We are going to talk about chapter 2, that is completely about the Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process, right? Section 6 talks about who can initiate Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process, and that is our topic for the day, right? So as far as we have discussed till now, we thought creditors can initiate. Why do you think creditors can initiate CIRP? Because creditors have given money to the company, okay? Company has to repay. Now company is not able to repay. Company has defaulted. What do you mean by default? The amount has become due. The amount has to be paid. The due date has come, but the company is not able to pay, right? Okay. Now, the company is not in a position to pay. The creditors can file a case. What section 6 of IBC 2016 talks about this? We will look at it, right? Yeah. Section 6 is about who may initiate CIRP. Section 6 actually states, I will actually read out what is given in section 6 and then we will dive into that, right? If you actually, no, it is like only like one sentence. If you look at section 6 now, where any corporate debtor commits a default, here company is being referred to as the corporate debtor. Basically debtor, it owes money to people, right? Yeah. A financial creditor, an operational creditor, or the corporate debtor itself may initiate corporate insolvency resolution process in respect of such corporate debtor in the manner as provided under chapter 2 of part 2 of the code. That's fine. So basically, financial creditor, operational creditor, or the corporate debtor itself may initiate CIRP. Okay. Provided when the corporate debtor commits a default. There is so much to look into it. Who is a corporate debtor? What do you mean by default? Who is a financial creditor? Who is an operational creditor? Right? Commits a default. Now, say for example, the company has, given a loan. Okay, the company has to repay 1 lakh rupees to a creditor. Company has received goods worth 1 lakh. Now it has to pay the amount of 1 lakh to the creditor, right? What do you think the company, the company is not able to do? For 1 lakh rupees, do you think the company can file, the creditor can go and file, may initiate CIRP? What is the amount? So, it has been specified that, when there is a default of 1 crore, okay, totally when there is a default of rupees 1 crore by the company, the financial creditor, operational creditor, or the corporate debtor itself may initiate CIRP. if the creditor thinks, now you may get it out. See, if the creditor thinks the company may default, okay, there are chances the company is going to become insolvent. So now itself I am filing a case for insolvency. Is that possible? No. There should be actual default of 1 crore rupees to initiate CIRP. Okay. Now, who may initiate CIRP? Financial creditor. Who is a financial creditor? As the name says, what do you think? Okay, creditor who has given loan to the company, right? Here, financial creditor is basically defined as any person to whom financial debt is owed by the corporate debtor. What is financial debt? Yes, it is loan or anything that is disbursed against the time value of money. What is very simple. The company has got a loan worth 1 crore. While the company is repaying after 10 years or so, obviously the company will be repaying a higher amount because interest is added. Why is there an increase in the amount? Because of time value of money, right? Simple. Done. So this is about financial creditor. Then coming to operational creditor. Who is an operational creditor? Any person to whom the corporate debtor owes operational debt. What is operational debt? 3 things are included in operational debt, right? Number one is any claim for the provision of goods or services. Basically, a person has provided goods and services to the company. Now the company has to pay money to the person, right? So that person is an operational creditor because there is a claim for because there has been a provision of goods or services, right? Second is paying dues to the government. Okay, company, for example, taxes, right? The company has to pay tax to the government, right? So here the government is treated as operational creditor. Okay, this is the second point. Third point about who's an operational, what is operational debt is employment. Okay, employment, basically company is responsible towards its employees to pay their dues, right? So employees are treated as operational creditors. So 3 people: 1 for provision of goods or services, 2 employment, 3 payment of dues to the government, right? Very simple. Third is the corporate debtor itself. What, ma'am? The company itself can file a case. It is basically not filing case. Company itself can initiate CIRP that, I am the company. I declare myself that, I've committed a default of 1 crore rupees, minimum 1 crore rupees. So I'm initiating CIRP. Please, somebody come and help me to revive myself out of the process. Okay, done. Understood? So this is the whole brief about the process. Now we will actually look at what is the process to be followed by financial creditor to initiate CIRP. Okay, financial creditor to initiate CIRP. Section 7 talks about a financial creditor initiating CIRP. Okay, Section 7 lays down the procedure for initiation of CIRP by the financial creditor. Okay, I told you who is a financial creditor. Now we look at what is the process. Okay, very simple process, but try to understand what they are saying basically. Okay, as I told you, so to whom application should be filed? There is an adjudicating authority. Okay, that is NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal. Okay, company. So the financial creditor. Okay, first I'll tell you the overview, and then we'll look into it, and then we'll go in depth to the process. Okay, financial creditor may file an application in case of default of minimum 1 crore to the NCLT. Okay, application for what? For initiating CIRP. Simply, if the financial creditor files an application, do you think the NCLT will accept the application? No. For what is the financial creditor filing the application? Because there is a default. Because the corporate debtor has to pay some amount. It has defaulted. So now the financial creditor is filing an application, right? How do you think the NCLT will believe this? Yes. Now the financial creditor needs to submit a few things. Very simple. 1, the copy. What is the first one, do you think? What do you think it needs to submit? Copy of default. What do you think? What is copy of default? Yes, three things: application, along with application, the fees that is to be done, that is okay. Then the record of default, that this is the amount due, this is the amount due and the corporate debtor has defaulted. The record of default, okay, has to be submitted to NCLT. Who maintains the record of default? Who maintains all the records regarding the corporate debtor or the company? Information utility. So basically information utility is nothing but an organization, okay, that maintains all the records related to the corporate debtor. So even during this whole process of CIRP, information utility contains all the records, right? So the record of default that has been recorded with the information utility has to be submitted to NCLT, number 1, along with the application and fees, okay. Number 2, okay, the name of the resolution professional proposed to act as interim resolution professional. I'll tell you who is a resolution professional. Basically, resolution professional is a person who will oversee the whole CIRP. Okay, there is a very big process of CIRP. Resolution professional is the person who will oversee the whole process. So he will be appointed right here on the admission of application. So once NCLT admits the application, NCLT will immediately appoint the resolution professional and he will start forming the creditors committee, everything else. Okay, there's a whole process that will be taken care of by the resolution professional. So the financial creditor, okay, has to suggest the name of resolution professional. So there are various resolution professionals, okay, they are registered with the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India. So anyone, okay, has to be suggested by the financial creditor to act as the interim resolution professional for the whole CIRP, okay, for the CIRP, right? Now, one thing the FC has to remember is no disciplinary proceeding should be pending against this resolution professional, okay, right? So what did I tell you? Application along with fees, record of default, record of the information utility, and name of the resolution professional. Is there any more thing, do you think? Yeah, any other information, if it is specified, then it has to submit. Now, this information has been submitted, right? NCLT will look into the application, see if the application is complete. Basically, see if the application is free from errors, or NCLT might need additional information, okay? Or NCLT might feel a few things. I told you 4 things, right? Application should be complete, 1. Second one is the record of default, okay? There should actually be, so the corporate debtor should have actually defaulted, right? So NCLT will actually check if there is, NCLT will actually ascertain the existence of default, okay? NCLT will actually ascertain whether default is existing or not, okay? NCLT will check with the information utility, and if NCLT actually ascertains the existence of default, yes, the corporate debtor has defaulted this amount to the financial creditor, okay, NCLT will admit the application. Another point, I told you, financial creditor has to suggest the name of resolution professional. NCLT will see if any disciplinary proceedings are pending against the proposed resolution professional. If there are no disciplinary proceedings pending, no issues, NCLT will admit the application. Now, say for example, application is not complete, default is not at all existing, or disciplinary proceedings are pending against this person who is proposed to act as a resolution professional. What will the NCLT do? NCLT will straight away not reject the application, but NCLT will give a chance to correct the application. But before that, how much time will NCLT take for all this, ma'am? 14 days. How much time NCLT will take for all this? 14 days, okay? Within 14 days, NCLT has to ascertain the existence of default, okay? Right? And if the NCLT is satisfied that no disciplinary proceeding is pending, there is default, application is complete, everything, then NCLT will admit the application. If not, NCLT will record the reasons why it has not admitted the application, and will be giving and it will be sending a notice to the financial creditor stating these are the errors, or this information I need additionally, right? So once the FC receives the notice, within 7 days of receipt of notice, the FC has to rectify the application and submit it back to NCLT, right? Once NCLT is satisfied, once NCLT admits the application, CIRP begins. Okay, the date of admission of application by NCLT is the date of commencement of Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process, right? Now, once NCLT admits the application, which means what? The process is going to begin. NCLT will inform the financial creditor that it has admitted the application. NCLT will also inform the corporate debtor, because against the CD only the case has been filed, no? The process has begun, no? So NCLT will inform both of them within 7 days of admission of the application. So we'll put a very small chart and we'll try to understand. So just understand. FC, when there is a default of 1 crore. Now, one thing here I just want to tell you additionally, and then we'll look at the chart, okay? Financial creditor, either by itself, which means what? Financial creditor as like one person or jointly with other financial creditors may file an application. Understood? Now, ma'am, you will get another doubt. Default is 1 crore. What do you understand when the default is 1 crore? See, for example, Mr. A is one FC, Mr. B is another FC, Mr. C is another FC, okay? Company has defaulted 50 lakhs to Mr. A. Company has defaulted 25 lakhs to B, 25 lakhs to C, right? A, B, C. The total default is 1 crore. Now, can A file an application? But to A, it is not minimum 1 crore, no? Yes, A can file. Understood? So, there should be a minimum default of 1 crore. Once there is default of 1 crore, any financial creditor, either A himself or along with B and C, can file an application to initiate CRP. Understood? This is one point that I wanted to convey. Okay. Now, look at the chart. Financial creditor, either by itself or jointly with other financial creditors, when a default has occurred, may file an application to initiate CIRP to the NCLT. NCLT is termed as adjudicating authority. Okay. Now, NCLT. Now, along with the application, what should be furnished? Fees. Then, record of default, recorded the information utility, name of RPro, proposed to act as IRPro, any other information specified by the board. Within 14 days of receipt of application, NCLT will ascertain the existence of default from the information utility. Okay. Now, if the NCLT is satisfied that the default has occurred, no disciplinary proceedings are pending against the RPro, then the application is complete. NCLT may admit the application, or NCLT may reject the application provided it has given an opportunity to correct the defects. Okay, so a notice will be sent to the FC. Within 7 days of receipt of notice, FC has to correct and send it back. Then NCLT may admit the application. So NCLT is given 14 days time to ascertain the existence of default. Right? Done. Now, NCLT. So, has in case NCLT still rejects the thing, within 7 days of admission or rejection, whatever it is, in case of rejection, obviously it is enough. It is sufficient if the NCLT informs only the financial creditor. But in case of admission of the application, the CIRP has begun. The NCLT has to inform both the FC and the corporate debtor, right? That's it. This is about FC initiating CIRP, okay?